It's early and still warm, and I hope my car's not too loud in here, but I've woken up, I slept like shit, woke up like shit, but I'm going to try something this week. I'm going to try and listen to a podcast every day, except listening to just usual, like, top hits, radio, fucking trash. I listen to a little bit of podcasting, but I'd like to listen to more. I figure if I drive more than an hour a day, should maybe get some education out of it, but I'm fucking lazy with it. So, yeah, to the start of this podcast, I'm going to try that this week, and we'll see how we go. I'm not really sure what I'm going to listen to yet. We'll work it out.
I'm Matt Willy Williams. I partied my way through high school. I joined the army straight out of school as a rifleman. I deployed to Afghanistan for 8.5 months as a crew commander at 20 and turned 21 over there. I've travelled the world twice, jumped from planes, dove under the sea, drank from shoes in over 20 countries, and I regret nothing. Returning home, in a regular doctor's checkup, I was diagnosed with an incurable, inoperable brain tumour on my 22nd birthday. Since then, I've made it my mission to enjoy my life as much as I can and show that terminal illness doesn't mean your life can't be successful, meaningful, and fucking awesome, whilst putting in as much effort as I can to raising money for brain cancer research. 12 months of chemo done, 60,000 plus donated to research, and I'm fucking happier than ever. This is my story of refining my health and redefining terminal illness and smiling through it all.
So I've made it home, and I've listened to a podcast both ways. I've been listening to the Joe Rogan ones, which I always do. I don't know, I just find his sort of way he does the podcast very good. But with Richard Dawkins, if you don't know who Richard Dawkins is, he's written a lot of books. Primarily, I guess he's famous for being against religion, I guess. He's a biologist by trade, and he has some would say aggressive stance, but I'd say more of a pretty clear-cut stance against religion. But it's incredibly clever, and he actually brings up a point which I hadn't heard. I'd heard a lot of his stuff and read a lot of his stuff, but on the newest Joe Rogan one with himself, one of the points he brought up, which resonated with myself, and I'd never actually heard this before, was that everyone is an atheist except for one religion if you're religious. So I guess if you're Christian, then you're an atheist when it comes to being a Muslim or Jewish or anything like that. And him was saying, well, look, everyone else, because if someone religious asks what it's like to be an atheist, well, you're an atheist as well, except for one religion being your own. And I thought that was a really clever way of looking. I've never actually heard of that before, but yeah, it works. Over the day, back home, I've got to do a little bit of stuff with some cash. Hopefully I can make the bank. I'm not sure. It's well after 4 o'clock. I think they close at 4. Just need to donate some. I've got some cash that I need to donate to the Charlie Teo Foundation, but I don't think I'm going to put it in the bank. So I might donate it out of my own account today and then just put that into mine, if that makes sense. But otherwise I'll be putting up the vlog from yesterday. I'm going to do them day after the next. Hello. She hasn't seen me. Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Bella's a little bit deaf, so she doesn't really know me. Bella, what are you doing? Meanwhile, Lily and Bella are having a cuddle. Because mainly they kept being loud in the kitchen! No, but I've been to the shops and we didn't vlog that at all, but I'm going to show you the laziest way to make food ever that is tasty and frozen for lunch at work. So, I've gone and bought a veggie quiche and like another spinach one, a cannelloni, and like heaps of cauliflower and broccoli and veggies. Plus, I've got all my Tupperware glass ones. I only ever use glass because it's so much easier to clean, and I'm bloody lazy with that. Like glass, you just put a little bit of like dishwashing soap and hot water, wipe it, and it's clean, unlike plastic. And so I'll just cut all that up, divide it, chuck it in the freezer, and that's like a month worth of food for me. I eat cheaper than Bella does. Just finished work. Now swinging across town. I've got to go like all the way, like an hour drive, because it's the only place that I get my car serviced. So I've got to go all the way back to S&J Performance to get my car done. finally home. That took a while. It was like probably a 2 and a bit out of service, but everything's good in the car. I needed a service because I just had a lot of work done about a month or so ago. You'll hear Bella meowing. A month, maybe 2 months ago. So the Rexy's running 316 kilowatts at the wheels. That was a lot for a Rexy, so really keep on top of those services. And then I drove even further away to go and get a piece for an exhaust looked at to get actually fabricated up by a place called NDR, like Performance Fabricators. So yeah, that'll do. But the problem is, then I had to drive an hour home through peak hour. Hello, Bella. She'll probably jump up here in a sec. So that's all done. And then I'm finally home pretty late. But that's alright. And let's see how Bella's. You're waiting patiently. So this is happening. The other day so it's Tuesday today, Monday morning I trained legs with my good mate Trusty. And I can barely fucking walk. Like all day I've been getting around like I've just got stiff legs. Like not like stiff like sore, like literally like I've got wooden legs. And I've just got out of the car before. I'm down on my steps today. I've only done 5,500. I'm going to try and aim for 10. But I can barely fucking walk. Oh my god. On because it's getting a little bit cold actually. My phone says it's 22, but it's definitely not that warm. But I'm trying to go for a walk, let my legs stretch out a little bit because they're absolutely killing me. But I'm going to go around the corner because there's a dog, Benji, who is in the corner. He's cute as hell. I sort of feel like seeing him. And it's a nice night. So let's go do that. Hey boy. It's a good boy. You know that, sorry, I'm going to drop my phone, that Adelaide actually exports sand to Hawaii because it's so white? I think that's a little bit crazy, especially when everyone reckons Adelaide's a bit depressive. But yes, the sand is that white and that good that we export this directly to Hawaii, and then everyone probably buys those little keychains with sand in it from Hawaii and gives it to their friends back here. That's actually what happened. Now, as I said that, I remembered, that's how I found out. It was actually through Lily, who you see pop up in all this. She went to Hawaii and bought, like, her mum, I think it was, one of those little key rings with like a little keepsafe bottle of sand. Gave it to her mum and she was like, Lil, you realise, honey, that this is literally just Adelaide sand that's in like Honolulu or something? So I thought that was pretty classic. But it's a beautiful night. To be honest, I probably didn't need the jumper, but we'll get there. And Benji sadly wasn't home. His friend was, who was the dog you was just seen before this, but he's very old. I think he's got a bit of cataracts in his eyes, so he doesn't really get up, but it just lies there, but it's still beautiful. I'll eventually find Benji and he'll be on the podcast on my vlogs.